friends, welcome back to Llama Mama Kayla's Yarn Tube. I'm Kayla, and I'm so excited that you're here today. Thank you so much for stopping by to hang out with me while I work on my sweetheart blanket and answer questions that were dropped in the comments. And I hope you're having a blessed day. But really, guys, I've got to tell you all, thank you so much. We have reached 23,000 subscribers. Like, can y'all believe that? I'm dumbfounded. Like, I don't even know what to say about that. Except thank you to all of you guys, because I wouldn't be at 23,000 if it wasn't for you guys. Thank you so much for being here. I mean, I never would have dreamed in my wildest dreams that I would be on YouTube and have 23,000 subscribers. Like, that was never my goal. I never would have imagined in all my wildest dreams. But thank you guys. I mean, honestly, it just blows my mind. And I don't even know what to say except thank you. And I'm just in shock. Really and truly. I'm in shock, guys. Wow. Can y'all believe that? Like, little old me, sitting down here in Monroe, Louisiana, crocheting, and I got 23,000 subscribers. I don't know. I'm just thankful for each and every one of you guys that y'all come and hang out with me. I love hanging out with y'all and chatting with y'all, reading y'all's comments. Anyway, guys, I do just appreciate y'all so much. All right. So today I want to jump on into questions and try to make this kind of a shortish video, trying to get these to upload a little faster. Having some issues. So my days are running behind the actual calendar date, but that's okay. The videos are here for your convenience, for whenever you get a chance to watch them. So they're here. They're just running behind the calendar time. You could say we're running on hospital time. That's what I say. When I enter the hospital, I'm now on hospital time. When they say, I'll be back in 15 minutes, it may be 2 hours before they come back. Because I get busy with other patients, you know. Things happen. In hospitals, you can't predict what time you're going to do something. And so anytime a nurse says, you know, oh, I'll be back, or at 10 o'clock, I'm going to come give you your meds or something like that, you know, you may not see them until 12. I call that hospital time. So we're really running on hospital time right here. No, I do have, like, I admire nurses. They have a tough job. And, you know, they have so many patients they got to tend to. And some patients think they're the only patient, you know. But nurses, you know, they're doing their best running around, getting stuff done. But then they have emergencies. And this patient needs this and this patient needs that. So, yeah, I'm not knocking nurses by no means. By no means am I knocking nurses. I love nurses and admire them for their job that they do. So somebody asked me some questions. I mean, somebody. You guys asked me some questions. And so I was going to answer those and talk about those for a little bit. The first question I have is, somebody asked, of all my animals, which one takes the most things? That would be Sissy. She is the little thief who thinks that she's got to just get something. Like, she can't get off my desk until she grabs something. When she jumps up here, and I'll tell her, no, get down. You know, if I got something up here I don't want her on or doing or whatever. And she just kind of panics. And then you can just see that she's just like searching for something that she can grab and run with. Like, she's got to take something. And she does that with all my stuff. And when I have my little props out and all, I have to really watch her, or she will take stuff. And I have this little bitty tiny poodle doll thing that come from Thailand. I'm not talking about patina, a toy of patinas. It come from Thailand, and Sissy wants that thing so bad. She must can smell something in it, and I have to hide it, and then she'll even find it when I hide it. So a lot of times I have to put it in a container with a lid so she can't get to it. Yeah, but she steals everything. But the good thing about her is she also finds things that I've lost and I've been looking for. Sissy will come walking by with it. I'm like, I've been looking for that for like years before I even had her. I did lose an American Girl doll shoe. I had both of them in my hand, and I dropped them, of course, because I drop everything I have in my hands. I just, can't carry stuff. Even with this hand with a little bit of fingers, that's all numb and feels like it's got scotch tape all over it. So it doesn't feel normal. It's got nerve damage in there. And so even carrying things with that hand, I drop it constantly. I'm dropping stuff. So I dropped these 2 little shoes, little silver American Doll shoes. I found one of them. The other one, I don't know where it went. I looked everywhere for it. I was trying to look up under the edge of the bed, under my dresser. I was just looking and looking for it. Could never find it. So I put the other one with the other American Doll girl shoes. And I was like, well, maybe I'll find it, Well, when Zeke came the next time, I had him to look under my bed and under my dresser and all around in there, and he didn't see it. The other morning, Big Daddy was getting dressed, and Sissy had it come walking by with it in her mouth. So he got it from her and put it up, set it up so I'd see it when I got up. And I got up, and there's that silver shoe. And I was like, is that the same shoe, or is that the one I lost? So I went in there and looked, and I found the other one to it in the drawer. So yeah, she does come up with stuff. Anyway, somebody was asking, what cat litter do I use? I don't know a name for it, but it's on Chewy, and it is the pellets. It's the pellet kind on Chewy. That's all I know. I don't know any more details about it. But it's easy to scoop. Like, I would not be able to scoop cat litter if it wasn't for those pellets. And it's, it lasts for a long time. Like, a big old bag of that in, a big old bag of that, and you keep it scooped every couple of days. You can use that litter 2 to 3 months. I have 2 cat litter boxes. And, ironically, I find it really odd. They poop in one and mostly pee in the other one. One of them won't have hardly any poop in it ever. Once in a while, but mostly they pee in that one. But anyway, the pee goes through the pellets, and with the system that I have, it goes through the pellets and then into this drawer that has a pee pad. And so I just changed that pee pad. What I do is I take a Walmart sack and like put my hand through it. And so this is all covered with Walmart sack, and I get that pee pad and I kind of fold it up and get it up, and then I just pull the sack, and then so the pee pad's in the sack. And then I'll just throw it away, tie it up, and throw it away in the outside garbage. And then the scoop, I just scoop into a Walmart sack, tie that up and throw it away. But anyway, somebody was mentioning that frog I had. It's in the intro of my videos, that frog that I had made. And if you want to see more details about that, just search my channel for Crochet Frog. and some stuff should come up. Anyway, that frog, yes, when I saw it, it was so cute. I wanted to make that frog. And then I got to the toes, and I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't think about this. But I got through it, made those toes. So, somebody had mentioned that they've made one, and they've made some heads and bodies, and now they got to make the toes. Yeah. I remember that. And I still have that frog. He is on my desk in the yarn room because, I don't know that I can get rid of him because them toes were some work. Finagling to get them done, you know, just the way they're crocheted into there. Okay, somebody was asking me about Elijah when he was born. How long after he was born did he get sick? He was born sick, but we didn't really know it, but I just felt something was off with him right away, and that he cried. He screamed for months, like well over 3 months. He cried and just, oh my gosh, it was just so pitiful. And then he would have explosive bloody diarrhea. Okay, it was bad. It was really bad. I knew something was not right with him. The pediatrician would say, oh, he has colic, and then the bloody diarrhea. They just never could, like, figure out why. They did some tests and procedures and stuff, but it wasn't doing the right thing. And so one day I went to my doctor, and I was like, I had Elijah. He's screaming. I said, look, you got to give me something or him something. This is going on for 3 months. It was a 3-month mark, I remember. Because my doctor said, oh, colic only lasts about 3 months. And I was like, he's 3 months old and he's still screaming. Poor baby. He was just so sick. He threw up all the time. He was just so sick. And so my doctor was like, well, what's going on? You know, and I told him, he's like, well, how about we get him in to see a GI doctor? I was like, how about we do? And so my doctor is the one who got him in to see his first GI doctor. Yeah. His pediatrician just kept saying, oh, it's colic, it'll pass. Well, you're not living with colic. Poor baby. Oh gosh. He was so sick. Lucky201, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate that. And there was another one. There was one more, and I did not write it. It's not wrote down here. I will catch that one in the next video. I thought I wrote it out beside this one. And I see that I started to, but then I must have got distracted. Okay. I'm looking on the computer here to see if I can find it real quick. I don't know if I can. Betty, our temperatures are warming up too. I told my friend Angela, I said, well, I guess it's time to start complaining about the heat again. We complain about the cold, then we complain about the heat. What else we got to complain about? We complain when we can't find nothing to watch on the TV. And then we complain about we have too much to watch. We're so funny. We are. I was looking to see. I know where I can go and see it on my phone now. It took me forever to figure that out. But I can't look on my phone because I'm recording. So I'm trying to look here on the computer and see if I can see that, and I don't know, it's not showing me. It's not showing me here. I mean, I'm not looking in the right place, obviously. Obviously, I don't know where to look, but I will get that on the next video. Sorry, I want to say Susan almost, but I'm not sure. Yeah, and with the warm temps, the bugs start coming out, and also the snakes. My friend Angela's brother saw a snake the other day already, so yeah. It's that time of the year. Mosquitoes will start coming back. But we'll have a little bit more cool weather. We always have a cool snap around Easter. So we'll have a little bit more cool weather to come. And some cozy days before it starts getting, you know, too hot. Oh, let's see. Dottie, I think you and me together could get in a lot of trouble. I really think so. It's a good thing we live far apart, or we would be in trouble all the time. It would be fun trouble, though. Oh, and Bonnie says that she has Raynaud's too, and I think certain more people have mentioned that too. And I'm so sorry you guys are dealing with Raynaud's also. I hope yours is not as severe as mine is. And I mean, I'm just saying, I would not wish this Raynaud's on anyone, honestly. So I really just hope that you're, you know, having better luck with it than I am, and that medications are helping you, because it is, you know, a booger to deal with. A booger. Somebody asked me if I ever used that I want to make a blanket yarn. I mean, I've seen that, and that is the name of the yarn. I want to make a blanket yarn. It's a big fat roll of some big yarn. I never used it, and I felt of it and liked it, the feeling of it and all. But I was afraid that it would call for whatever I made. I wouldn't have enough yarn. And then I didn't know how long that yarn was going to be around. So I thought, well, if I start making something and then I don't have enough yarn, I might come back and they not even have it. So I never did dabble with it. But it did look and feel nice. Somebody was asking me my two favorite colors of yarn. Well, I don't know. I like yellow and turquoise together. I like pink and green together. I like a lot of colors together. I like yellow and fuchsia together. I like turquoise and fuchsia together. It depends on the colors and the brightness. And then they went on to ask, what is my favorite yarn? I don't know. I don't really have a favorite. Like, I don't have a preference of, I love this yarn over, well, I might. Depends on what I'm making. Depends on what I'm making. Oh, yeah, I guess that depends on. For amigurumis, it really don't matter. Red Heart Super Saver's kind of the best. Because I like a stiffer yarn, but to crochet with for those. But for a blanket or a wearable or something like that, I love this yarn. It's a good yarn for that. I like Big Twist. I like Mainstay. I like Loops and Thread Crafter Smart from Michael. So I like the basics the most. Like, I don't have a favorite fancy yarn or more expensive yarn, because I don't really use those yarns. I use basics, the basic lines. Those are the ones that I use. Yep. And I love all colors. I love all yarn. I need to get my buddy Zeke down here and get in there and clean up in my yarn room. It is a little bit out of control. And so, you know how you can make a mess so easily just by going in there and looking at yarn and digging for certain colors and things like that. And plus, a few things have got put in there that doesn't really belong in there. So, my goal is to get that room cleaned back up. I went in there and sat the other day, but I just didn't have the energy to do anything. You know what I mean? Sometimes you want to do it, but you just can't. You just don't have it to do it. And sometimes it's like that. I just don't have the energy to do things that I want to do. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I know you do. This blanket is just turning out pretty. It really is. And it's good to be a good size also. So I'm very happy with it. Very, very happy with my blanket. So I don't know exactly what I'm going to be doing this next month, just because, you know, I got issues going on, and I don't want to say I'm doing something and then not be able to do it. I hate it when I do that, but sometimes my health does take me in that direction, and then I feel guilt. So I don't want to say for sure what I'm doing, but I'm thinking what I'm going to do is, there's an event that we have already signed up for in June, and we're going to have a booth at it. So I'm thinking I want to make a bunch of granny squares to make a bunch of crossover body bags. So I think that's what I'm going to be doing, just in all colors. I think that's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to make granny squares, and I'll probably make like 2 of them out of the same colorway, you know, so they have a front and a back to that crossbody bag. So I think that's be a good thing for me to do. It's crochet granny squares for crossover bags. I've been thinking about that, you know, and just that would help me a lot, just to get a whole bunch of those squares done. And then, you know, then I can crochet the straps after I get the bags, you know, crocheted together. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. And so I will be making like bunches of those, hopefully. You can, you know, you don't have to make the same project as I do. Just come along and crochet with me, or hang out with me. You know, whatever project you're working on, or whatever you're doing. So yeah, I think that would be my best bet. That would get us up some inventory and it's going to be hot weather in June. It's going to be hot. So people would not be interested in hats or scarves or anything like that. But a crossover body bag people might be interested in that. So I think that's going to be and then some amigurumis, but I'm not going to worry about them this month. This month I'm going to, for March, I'm going to do squares. Yes. I'm probably going to do my squares 6 to 8 rounds. So, and I just might do all kinds of colors. Some variegateds and solids, and I might mix colors. We'll see. But I think that's going to be my plans for March. If you want to join me in making granny squares, or whatever it is you want to make, maybe you want to make granny squares and then put them together for a blanket. But I'm not doing a blanket in March, I don't believe. Unless I finish up something. And I do have a blanket that I could work on to try to finish up. But I have to count. So it's not a good blanket for this. Unless you want to hear me count a lot. Oh. Anyway, guys, this is a short video because I have something I need to run and do, and so, but I wanted to get this out. And I will see you all in the next video, friends. I love you, and I hope you are having a great day. Remember, it's a beautiful day to crochet, and I will see you later, guys. Have a blessed day.